It's a girl in black that appeals to so many people across generations.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of goes on with what they're saying. I mean, it shows people that show an individuality. You know, whether it was like Lydia from Beetlejuice or Catwoman or even Astrid and or Wednesday. I mean, and Enid. I mean, all these characters represent a strength and individuality, and that's something that I've always felt strongly about. And those kind of characters represent that very same thing that they're discussing. Well, I mean, my answer, because I've loved that form just because it's so tactile and it's so old-fashioned. So I am more, I'm kind of an anti-technology kind of a person, so stop motion is kind of, for me, it goes back to just true, like, creativity and true artistry and handmade things and things made from human beings. So yeah, in some ways, I always like to retain that feeling.
All right, thank you.
I don't think so. I mean, no. I mean, when we made the first season, we were just making it, and I think all of us would probably agree. We didn't know, we had no idea, so we just made what we felt, and I think once you do a first season, the danger is to overthink it and go, oh, it's successful for this reason or that reason, or we need to do this for this audience or that audience. I mean, I never really think about it. I don't think they did either. It's like, we're making this for teenagers or adults or children, anything. We just sort of felt what was in our heart and what was there and what we're dealing with. And so even it's more important for a second season not to overthink it. Well, I mean, I didn't really think that way. I mean, for me, treating it like a movie, but part of the joy for me on this was, working with these. I mean, it's so strange because on the first season, we cast this whole show by Zoom. I didn't meet these two until we went into it. So it was a very, very strange process, but working with them is one of the reasons why I want to do this show, because they are so talented and they inspire me. They show me things every day I come onto the set, and they just, that's what we all try to create, some kind of environment where we're going back and forth with each other and supporting each other. So it is like a weird family, and for me, that's what keeps me going every day, is working with these two and everybody else, because it's like, that's the creativity, that's the joy, and that's why you like to make things. Well, I mean, the word normal is a very strange word. It's like, I don't even know what that means, People talk about, like, they say the Addams family, like, they're a weird family. Well, I mean, then I start thinking, well, I've never met one family that isn't weird, Most people have a strangeness inside. In fact, when I hear the word normal, I get disturbed because I don't know exactly what that even means, I mean, the word normal people would scare me more than sort of what you consider outcasts. That's because that's how I felt. I think a lot of people feel that way. I'm sure everybody has that slight feeling of like they don't belong, and they don't fit in, and they're struggling with whatever, school, family, society, whatever. So for me, that's normal. That's how you feel. So, that's like in a monster movie. The monsters were always the norm. For me, the most appealing characters, and all of the human beings were the scary ones. So I always saw things in that sort of different way. But for me, that's the most emotional type of person and something I identify with. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just, you have to do what's in your heart. And so for me, that's what I understand. And so for me, those are the likable characters. And so that's why I identify with all these characters, and especially Wednesday. When I read it, I go like, it felt like me. And so it's something, it's like we're all talking about this. It's like, these are the kind of characters that we identify with. Well, I think it's interesting because when I was younger, you struggle with that. And finally, what you have to go is you have to just sort of shed all of that and just first start with what is important to you, what's in your heart, and what do you enjoy, what do you like? Is it drawing, is it music, is it writing, is it thinking, just any ideas. That's where it has to start. You can't think about, especially now it's very difficult with like social media and where so many elements are, clouding the air. You have to kind of go back and you know, for me, I never said I'm going to be a director or this or that. I went like, okay, this is what I feel, and so it starts with a drawing or something else, and then you just hope for the best. But that's the thing you always have to hang on to, is just your core feeling of what you love and what's important to you.
We'd love to hear from all three of you about that.
Yeah, well, again, for me, it's nothing. I never ever said. In fact, even to this day, I go, "Oh, this is what my audience would like to see." If you start to think that way, you start to lose your humanity and become sort of a thing, a commodity, some kind of a business or whatever. So, I think in fact, I at the beginning I didn't know, so I didn't think about it. Then once you become something, you have to really kind of protect yourself and protect that sort of side of you so that you don't start thinking outside of your body and outside of yourself.
Any words to add, Emma?
Yeah, I try not to let anything outside influence what I do or influence my performance. I think I just kind of try and feel it from within.
How about you, Jenna?
Yeah, I would say when I'm at work. Even if I tried to worry about other things, I mean, half the time I'm not sure I even take notes, because there's something that happens when, you know, you're I guess invested enough or paying attention enough in a scene where, I mean, my whole job is to listen and to pay attention. So, you know, that changes with every take, and, you know, everything could be slightly different. I don't really have a choice, even, you know, I don't like to rehearse too much or do anything like that, because then you're going into something with a preconceived idea or notion, and you're going to throw it away anyway, because, you know, you're going to take the energy up a bit, and then it completely, you know, obstructs whatever you planned before. And then, yeah, personally, I think it's always a bit different. And I grew up I was a child actor, and so much of my job was listening to other people, and so much of my image was dictated by other people, that it's quite strange to, you know, come to a place and have had that realization of, oh, wait, I actually have authority over, you know, my own image and voice and things like that.
Thank you for sharing that.